What's up, guys? It's Lauren Black backstage at the ACM Awards. We're here with Scotty McCreery, and we're in Frisco, Texas. So talk about being here. I just heard you say you're actually not going to the show, so you're coming in, talking to us, and heading back on the road, right?
Yeah, I flew in this morning. I'm flying out tonight. So
oh, my goodness.
Things. But I'm glad we get to see everybody and still catch up and still did the whole thing. So, yeah, we'll be watching, though. I love the ACM, so we'll be watching on TV.
Yeah, we can hear some sound checks happening, and I think I might have just heard a surprise that
way.
hasn't. Yeah,
Spill the beans.
I can't. I won't
Come
spill the
on.
beans.
All right.
But it involves the Keith Urban tribute, so
What?
he's getting that Triple Crown award. So that'll be a good moment,
he
of
deserves
course.
it.
And of course, Reba's hosting, so
Yeah.
it's going to be
awesome.
a good show. All right, so we have to talk about your new single, which we're going to hold. So we're hearing it first now. With Hootie and the Blowfish, that is incredible. Can you talk about how that collaboration came to be and like how the song got to you? Did you write it? What's the story? Because this is like hot off the press right now.
Yeah. So we got a new single called Bottle Rockets featuring Hootie and the Blowfish, and this was a song that we wrote in the mountains of North Carolina. It was just me and some buddies talking about old summers, reminiscing, and the soundtracks of those summers. And for me, for everybody, but in the Carolinas, Hootie and the Blowfish is like king. So Hootie was talked about, so we kind of wrote this song with them in mind. Darius has been a friend now for a long time, so I was hopeful that maybe they would want to do this, but you never know, especially when the song probably, means so much to them. But I nervously texted him, and he got back to me and said we'd love to do it. So the song turned out better than my wildest dreams.
So a little North Carolina, South Carolina collab, a little bit.
Yeah, no rivalry there. We're all Carolina brethren, so it's all friends. So yeah.
So talk about the song. Like, what is the story? I feel like what you've been teasing so far, it seems very like summer vibes, right?
Yeah, it's definitely summer vibes. I think the conversation before we wrote the song, I was talking about like my last summer with like no job. It's like I didn't have a learner's permit, but my buddies did. So like they were driving us everywhere and hitting the beach, no responsibilities. It was like, man, I just remember that. And,
we did not know how good we had it.
No, and like everybody's like, oh, these are the golden days. It's like, oh, whatever. But man, those were good times. So it was that, and Hootie was on the radio. Hootie was on our playlist and stuff. So that was just a natural tie-in to have them part of the song.
Awesome. So you also just announced a co-headlining tour. Coming up with Dustin Lynch. So talk about, being a part of that and what we can expect from those shows. Will you guys get out on stage together? Have you talked about any of that yet?
Yeah, I'm sure we will. I think it's new for both of us, I think this co-headlining thing, and we're bringing all his gear and my gear, putting it together and making one big show. So should be a lot of fun, and the collab thing, I'm sure that'll happen. And but who knows? I think we're going to get our heads together and try to come up with a show that fans haven't seen before. So.
Well, I just saw your show in Nashville at Bridgestone.
Oh,
and
good.
First of all, I can't believe that was your first time playing Bridgestone.
Yeah, for a full show. We've done little tribute shows here and there.
Yeah.
But full show. Yeah.
It was really, really special. Also, my mom is like your #1 fan now. She was like, this guy's amazing. She loved it. But I looked over at her during 5 more minutes, and she, like many other people, were like tearing up. Like that moment was so incredible.
Yeah.
Is that something that you'll just like forever remember? Because I feel like it was so special.
It was, especially being in Nashville, and the song got its start right here in town. We wrote it right here, and to play it at Bridgestone and the lights to go up like they did with the cell phones, and I was emotional that night. I wish my granddaddies would have been there to see it. They both love music, and they both were my biggest supporters growing up. So yeah, I was probably tearing up myself on stage, just trying to hide it.
Aww. Yeah. Was Gabi there that night? Did she get to witness that? And
Yeah. Gabi was there. The whole fam was there for that. Anytime you get to play Nashville, it's a special one. So the whole fam came in, and they were there to greet me once I came off stage. And Avery, my little 2-year-old, was pumped. He was like, "Good show, Dad." Like, buddy, it's 2 hours past your bedtime, but I'm glad you stayed up. This was fun.
I love his little show reviews that you show, like when he's like, "Oh yeah, you did a good job." Is he like your little hype man?
He's locked in up there. Like if he's on stage or if he's like off stage but watching the show, he's not running around being a little rugrat. Like he is watching the music. He's watching the drums, the guitars, and he's eat up with it. So
amazing. I love that. Well, so good to see you again, and we'll be looking out for new music coming along the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect.